Okay, and welcome to the No Kings Rally Wrap Up. It's going to be a special hour plus with each. Okay, and there is Lev Parnas with the No King shirt. Loving it, my friend.
No kings, fellas. No kings, everybody. Today's the day. Big day, big day. Lots of people are coming out. We have lots of things we're going to talk to you about. We have some surprise guests that are going to join us from, I think we got the Jolly Good coming, joining us from DC. I think we have Jessica Denson joining us from California. So smash those hearts. Make sure we
Yeah,
get.
let's go. Let's share. Let's share this. Hit that square with the up arrow. Share this with as many people as you can. Doing great so far. Lev, keep going, my friend.
Yeah, no, so there's a lot of good stuff we're gonna talk about, but me and Michael, we don't sugarcoat shit. So we're gonna also talk about some of the things that we've seen today that we need to step up our game because yes, it's an incredible good day. We got people from all over the world, not only in the United States, but we got people all in London coming out, and the numbers, I can't wait to hear what the numbers are, but I'm hearing the turnouts are tremendous. I know in Times Square in New York, I heard it was incredible. My son Aaron was reporting in DC saying that the numbers, people were coming out in droves, peacefully. That's the important part. So far, so good. We have not had any so far that I heard of, unless you heard something different, Michael. But we haven't heard anything going off, which is extremely important because one of the things Trump and them are trying to, would jump all over and have notified, HHS and everybody to look out for the Antifa, and the rioters. But Chicago, incredible.
By the way, I think you meant DHS. HHS
Yeah,
is
DHS.
Robert Kennedy Jr. Right? Yes, they've
he's
notified
another one.
they've notified
He's also
everybody,
he's
the Health and
another one.
Human Services, that the rhinovirus is out again, and going to the No Kings rally, you're going to end up with the rhinovirus, and you're going to be feeling very, very sick. But don't worry, because the government's shut down. So if you're a government employee, you still can't stay out, even if you're sick with COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. But the HHS, DHS, I call them the Alphabet City, CIA, ABC, FBI, they're all in on it. Don't matter. They're all the alphabets are out there. So yeah, but also from a little concerning side, just from my point of view, and we'll talk about later because we have a lot to talk about. But I think we missed out on a couple of important points that we could have done today, just like when me and Michael were speaking about that day when they had the Charlie Kirk thing, that whole event, when we should have took advantage of it and used that and came on the front lawn with the survivors and said, "Hey, release the Epstein files. Charlie Kirk wanted it. Use that. Same thing here. Like the one rally that I was looking forward to and I thought was going to be really big and somehow it didn't work out was the one towards Mar-a-Lago, the one we had in June, because that's where he is right now. This would be the perfect timing. I mean, to be able to go hit him where he is, to ruin his day. Washington's great. We're doing but these little things, and this is what me and Michael keep bringing out to you, is that yes, that it's those little things that you gotta go the little extra one to really, if you want to
You
get
see,
to them.
I tried to explain to people that this No Kings rally, I know that there are many that are out there that are focusing the No Kings rally specifically about President Trump. It is not. It is not. While he is at the head of the table, the problem is not even necessarily he and he alone. It's the entire administration of enablers, from the Pete Hegseth all the way down to the Attorney General Pam Bondi, all the way down to Kristi Noem. I mean, it is the entire lock, stock, and barrel of them that are acting in a manner which is so inconsistent, totally inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States. I often turn around and I say, look at the size of the Constitution of the United States. Imagine that this little tiny book which, by the way, this isn't necessarily just the Constitution here. You'll notice, right? There's an index here, which is several pages to this, as well as, dates to remember, not this entire book, which is all of 30 pages, give or take, 30 pages. And look at the size. You're talking about a small little book. That book is the very essence of our democratic republic. Without that book, none of us have a single right. And I'm saying that this No Kings rally was way more than just about sticking it to the man, sticking it to Trump. This is basically telling the entire administration, from the Steve Millers to the Russ Vaughts, all the way down, that we're not going to take it. Okay? That we're going on our 250th year of this incredible thing, this incredible experiment called democracy. We're not willing to let it go. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And that's what the No Kings rally at least means to me. Now, just to say one more thing, Lev brought up, that he heard that the New York No Kings march and protest was enormous. More than 100,000 more than 100,000 patriotic New Yorkers peacefully walked from the heart of the Big Apple, which is Times Square, to Lower Manhattan, all right, to like 14th Street.
Wow, incredible. And Chicago, the side, I mean, I can't wait till all the numbers get. Do me a favor, Michael, if you can, we have one of our loyal subscribers to both you and me, and one of our loyal patriots, the Fire Cat. She's in Houston now. She's live streaming, but while we're waiting for Jolly, maybe you want to bring her
Who
up.
is that?
Cat, CAT.
CAT. Turn around, put into the comments. I'm here. It's me, and I'll bring you right up.
She's here,
right?
Yeah. Oh, he has to tap on you, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Kat, if she's going live from Houston right now, so let's see if we could get her up there and see what's happening there. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Michael, 100%. Today, let's see, they're trying to bring her in here. We'll see.
Come on, Kat.
But the numbers, I can't tell you, are incredible from all over. We're watching what we're seeing it play out, and I can't wait to hear when the final numbers come in. But I think compared to what last time,
I mean, the numbers are larger this time than. Well, where is Kat? I see people saying, "Hi, Kat."
right? Yeah, Cat is everywhere. I don't know. Try type in cat in your thing. I think she's one of your.
It won't bring it up. Yeah, it won't bring it up.
Actually, Jessica said she's gonna be ready in 8 minutes.
Okay.
So we could grab Jessica first while we're waiting for Kat. Let me tell her. Okay, that we'll send her. Okay, hold on a second.
And don't forget too, we have Jolly Good Ginger that's going to join us for a few minutes too to give his summary, because he was there in D.C., which is also, I mean, they had a massive movement today. Feline power. I like that, Greg. All right. Yeah, Jolly's going to come in, and when Jolly comes in, it's like a fucking tidal wave. I mean, this guy does not play. He gets into the face of everybody. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's great. That's she said in a couple of minutes you could send her the invite. She's getting set up. So she's in LA. They're rally getting ready to go in LA. So we'll hear what's going on there. And
well,
she
where
also
is
has
Kat?
I wish Kat was here. Let me see. I can't do it because you got
while Kat is, again, Kat, you're invited to join us. Most importantly here, more than 100,000, more than 100 showed up in New York peacefully, walked from Times Square down to 14th Street. It was, to say the least, it was the sea of people. And it was funny because a lot of people, had their cameras up in the air with their selfie sticks. I'll show you. This was mine that I took, my little selfie stick, and you sit there and you're holding it up over people's heads. And when they get in front of you, you give them a little bang right across the side of the cup, and you turn around and you're like, hey, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean it. But the nice part is when you have something like this, right? It extends and it goes way, way high. So we were able to get some really good photos there of what was going on. Um, Let me just turn around and say it was peaceful. Now, I am certain that you're going to hear from others that, this was disorderly and so on. I don't think that you're going to be able to, um, I think we're going to be able to completely invalidate all of those statements that were there. Now, hypothetically, if in one state, remember, there were more than 2,500 of these taking place around the country. So, if in fact that there is one that some small skirmish may have popped up, that's all that they're going to play on the loop. It's just going to be over and over and over and over again. Well, let
Well,
me see what the story is
do you
with
have
Jolly.
Jessica? Do you have Jessica's what's it called?
I do not. What Jessica's going to need to do is just to say, "Hey, it's me. I'm here," and then we'll bring her up. But remember, you
Let me
can't
send
bring
her.
up more than a third person here. So,
Yeah, let me send her.
yeah, you could just let her know. We're going to wait for Jolly to join us. Um, and as soon as, yeah, it is a cool selfie stick. Cat in the house. Okay. Um,
To get
or if
Jessica's.
Jessica's there, we could bring her in. There's so much to talk about. I hate the fact that we can't have these, on what do you call it? On like a scheduled, where they just pop right up. Instead, we sit, we wait, we sit, we wait. We're wasting time. And you know what? That's the one thing that we do not have. We do not have time. We are 1 year away from the midterm elections. Okay, 1 year away. And I have been saying forever and ever, this goes way past Trump. This has to do with the midterm elections. Trump is not on the ballot. All right. This is a referendum on the administration. Yes. But more importantly, if you are from a district, because our folks right now are from everywhere. If you're from a district that is, let's say, purple, and you have John Doe or you have John Smith, and John Doe is the Republican that, regardless of what was transpiring, they didn't care. They let you down. They're letting you down when it comes to health care and everything. Here's what you do. You make your voice heard. You turn around and you vote for the other John, all right? The guy who wants to turn around and act in a responsible way. Now, I'm not saying that every single thing that Donald Trump says or does is wrong. What I am saying is what they are doing right now is wrong. And the fact that the House of Representatives and the Senate, members of the Democratic Party, they absolutely refuse to break rank at all. They refuse to be, for example, I can't believe I'm complimenting Marjorie Taylor Greene. They break away from the stupidity and they say, no, 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 bullshit. I must, I must represent my district, my constituents first. That's the single most important thing that I need to do, regardless of what the party wants me to do. You're not there representing the party. You're there representing your constituents. And if you're concerned about your health coverage, if you're concerned about your electrical bill, I think Jolly just, hold on, I'm going to send another invite to him.
And I sent you Jessica's also, just in case, so you have it this way.
All right.
So you could,
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it that way, but let's
we'll
wait for
figure.
Jolly first.
We'll
We're going to
figure it.
bring
We got,
Jolly
yeah.
on.
Who we got? Is Jolly here?
Well, let's go, Jolly. Join us, you big galoot. My favorite is my video that Jolly and I have on Instagram. That was the first night that we met. We started wrestling on this little tiny circle that the thing spun around and it puts you in like a 3D. And he was wearing a cowboy hat. I knocked the cowboy hat off this big this big son of a gun, and he's like, it was the funniest thing. Jolly is one funny dude, man. Jolly, join us. Come on. Is the
Okay.
message I'm getting? Let me try without Wi-Fi. Jesus H.
Okay, and Jessica is ready also. So if you send her, let's see who comes in first.
Let me just send this invite again. Sometimes I find that this app is incredibly difficult.
Let me see.
And we're going to ask Jennifer to turn around to send just saying, hey, I'm here. That would be very helpful. And here is Jolly. There he is. Hey, brother.
What's going on, Michael? Having some technical difficulties over here on my end. But
Yeah,
hey,
talk. All right. So, Jolly, talk
Jolly.
to Lev and
what's
I.
up, Lev? What's up, Lev?
Let's celebrate.
If you would, my friend, there you go. Hey, Jolly, tell us, first of all, tell everybody where you're at and tell everybody what you saw, what you did. Give us the Jolly Good Ginger recap of today. Because you, my brother, are one extremely busy son of a gun. All right. To those of you who may remember, Jolly and I every Friday used to have our, what do you call it?
Hard proof.
That's right, hard truths with me and Jolly. But unfortunately, he's there in DC and he's doing real good work. He's out there speaking to people. He's trolling some, but with others, he's sitting there and he's getting the raw data from people in terms of how they feel, what they're experiencing. Jolly, tell us what you experienced today, my friend.
Absolutely. First of all, let me announce to everybody, and Keith is here. So, we were out here today at No Kings in DC. It was pretty big rally. I was at the first No Kings, and this one I think might have been a little bit bigger. I do believe with Mike Johnson and the Republican Party calling this a Aid America rally and all that nonsense, it actually drove more people out. I do think that more and more people are getting fed up with what they're seeing. I also believe moderates and even conservatives are starting to, go against Trump. I think that there's the MAGA that are jumping shit. People are sick and tired of the tyranny that we're seeing. They're sick and tired of the attacks on free speech, sick and tired of this president who, circumvents the Constitution every chance he gets. And I think people are tired of that. At the end of the day, we can find some things we disagree on, but my whole thing is if we don't save democracy, we're not going to be able to disagree on anything. And so I think that's the general sentiment here is people want to at least save democracy. When they say no kings, they literally mean we're not going to let you be a king.
So, Jolly, how many people do you estimate were there in DC? Where did the rally start? Where did it end? How many hours? Give us the details, my brother.
Hey,
Details.
let me ask you, Jolly. Let me ask you a question, brother. Before you get into it, we got Jessica. You know Jessica Danson. She's actually.
I do. Yes, I do.
She wants to come on for 5 minutes because she's going live in LA. Can we? Because this platform doesn't give. Can we bring her quickly on for 5 minutes? She wants to talk about what you guys are planning on doing 11/22 and what's happening in LA right now, and then we'll bring you right back on, and we could talk more about it.
And by the way, see if you can hook into the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, in the meantime, work with your Wi-Fi.
All right, let me try again.
All right, brother.
Go ahead. So, Michael, so she's in here now.
I see it.
Okay. All right.
And by the way, if you would, at the very top in the Chiron, if you are a Michael subscriber, please subscribe to Lev. And if you are a Jolly Good Ginger subscriber, please subscribe to us as well.
Sorry, I'm on the live.
Hey.
Oh, there she is. I love the hat. Go get him, girl.
Hey, guys.
Jessica, how are you?
Hey, Michael. Hey, Lev. How are you? I'm good. This is an amazing crowd in downtown LA. I'll tell you, last time we were here, At the beginning of No Kings 1, which had 200,000 people, there weren't nearly as many people here at the beginning. So this is going to be
favor. Do me a big favor. Do a little 360. Do a little 360 do-si-do and show us the crowd.
We believe in the power of community, the strength of solidarity, and the sacred right to live free from fear and oppression.
Hey, Jessica, you want to do something?
Yes.
Here today.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do something
I only
fun?
have a few minutes.
Walk over to somebody
that?
with a No King shirt and tell them that Michael Cohen and Lev Parnas want to say thank you.
Let's see. Who should we tell?
I know.
Who should we talk to?
Just find somebody.
You want to talk to Michael Cohen and Lev Parnas? I'm on live on their Substack. You want to say? Oh no, he doesn't want to. Hey guys, you want to say hi to Michael Cohen and Lev Parnas? I'm live with them on Substack. Got some shy people out here today.
Wow, everybody's shy.
I can probably find your vote. Everybody's shy.
Recognize.
You guys want to say hi to Michael Cohen and Lev Parnas? I've got him on Substack right now.
This country.
Well, he's right there. You're on live with him right now.
How are you?
How are you?
All right. Thank you.
He said, "How are you?"
Thank you for being a part of this rally.
Thank you for being part of this, he says. Are you for the removal of Donald Trump from office?
Yes.
Absolutely, right? Yes. All right, guys.
Ask him
Thank you.
what's his biggest concern of everything? What's the biggest concern?
Well, listen. I got to hop off in like 2 minutes, but I just want to tell you guys. We have 51 SoCal as a partner in the Removal Coalition, which I founded a few months ago because I wanted these protests to be tied to a demand. There has to be a demand. We cannot let the elected representatives get off the hook when millions of people fill the streets and not have it connect to a demand for impeachment and removal of this entire illegal regime. So 5051 SoCal partnered with the Removal Coalition. This event today is actually branded Remove the Regime. And the Removal Coalition, we are planning another massive event in November, on November 22nd. You can go to removetheregime.com. Removetheregime.com. Jolly, who was just on with you, remember your own. Many influencers, veterans, pastors. We've got the Dropkick Murphys. It's going to be a massive event. We gotta bring all the energy of all of these No Kings all over the country into one place on November 22nd. So that's coming up.
Jessica, quick question for you. Do you have a bigger social media influencer than Lev Parnas?
Democracy.
Lev is one of them. He's on board, right?
We're in, absolutely.
Yeah.
Michael, and we're working it out right now, Jessica. We're gonna talk. This is one of the things we always tell you behind.
I'd love to have you both there. And just if anybody wants right now, we're gonna start. I know everybody's on with you, but you can go back and forth. We're gonna start streaming this in about 5 minutes on my YouTube channel, Jessica Denson. So the LA protest, LA No Kings Remove the Regime will be live on the Jessica Denson YouTube channel.
So Jessica, before you split, show us again the full extent of the people there. Give us a little. Wow.
You see baby Trump?
Oh,
you see baby Trump back there?
We do. Can we walk over to the person holding it?
Yeah, go to
person
baby
holding
Trump,
it. See.
Jessica. Go to the baby Trump person.
Each and every one of us has ancestors and what we
And I think a baby tied to the ground. This is a massive baby Trump.
when we say No Kings, we mean it.
So I got Michael Cohen and Lev Parnas on here, and they wanted to talk to the people holding the baby Trump.
Hi, how are you?
Ask him.
Can I help you?
How are you? Where did you get the baby Trump
I
from?
can't hear anything.
Wait, they want to know where this came from.
There is an organization that we went this from, but it's really just the 7 of us who are kind of getting it up in the air today.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jessica, by the way.
Very nice
to meet you. Joey, thank you, Joey.
From us, from everybody here, from our
Great guys,
family.
great to be with you. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
We love you. Keep going, and we'll talk later. Thank you, Jessica.
All right, you're welcome. Bye.
Bye, Jess. All right, let's
get Jolly back. They're just getting started. I think LA might outdo New York and Chicago today. It looks like they're getting started, and that crowd over there, especially what they've been going through with ICE I mean, I can't even imagine the crowd that's going to come out there.
Yeah. But the only bad part, remember, is that there is a pretty significant military and federalized police force that are there. So I do certainly hope that if there are agitators in that crowd, that they quell those agitators in advance, because I do not want the success of this 2,500 plus rally group, this this movement today, to be marred by stupidity.
100%, and that's extremely important. That's one of the things that I keep saying, that so far so good, and I'm extremely excited that people are coming out, speaking their voices, making their signs, bringing these inflatable dolls, really, making it into an event, but keeping it peaceful. And again, but LA, that's a place we know that there's a lot of agitators. That's why I wanted to, I'm worried. I want to see how Chicago was massive. That crowd was so big. The way I saw it, I don't think, the agitators, I think, were scared to even show up there because that was a mess. And that's a great example how, with numbers that me and Michael always talk about, just think about if we, like right now what Jessica's talking about, this is an incredible opportunity that we're partnering up and going to be talking together with. Can you imagine if we could get all of these people? I mean, obviously we can't get all of them, but if we could get a portion, if we get 2-3 million people into Washington D.C., do you even understand the importance, and that is something serious? You will shut down Washington D.C.
Well, do you remember that there was the Million Man March?
That's exactly
years ago.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and of course, the other side claims it wasn't even close to 1 million. It was more like 100,000. Jolly's having a problem with the Wi-Fi. All right, so go back to data. All right. And of course, they tried to shit all over it. You know, that's just not right. Imagine if, like what Lev is saying, we're successful in putting together 3 million people on the ground at the same time. And I want people to understand, once again, our message is not, a regime change. There can be no regime change simply because we are not a dictatorship / monarchy. Right?
I see, like,
okay.
people throughout the crowd about how's the audio? How's the audio?
It's fair to okay. Hey, Jolly.
Okay.
Show us where you are. Show us what's going on over there.
Well, I'm off the street. I walked inside, hoping that the Wi-Fi would help, and doesn't help. But here in DC, I would say anywhere between 150 to 200,000 people, like in my estimation. We had the entire Pennsylvania Avenue shut down, half of Constitution. There was people up 3rd Street. I mean, they were everywhere. We had a very, very big turnout. Bernie Sanders came out here and spoke. A lot of great speakers were speaking. The energy was high. The crowd was motivated. And again, I was going around with my microphone asking people questions. And one of the questions I was asking people is, where do you see this thing going? And the answer pretty much unanimously is, we're going to fight back. We're going to stand up, fight back. Again, we can disagree on this issue or that issue, but if we don't stop fascism, we're not going to be allowed to disagree on anything. And I think that people are starting to realize we need to build coalitions. Michael, I said this yesterday at the speech. There was a pre-No King rally I spoke at, and I said then that I'm going to say here is the same thing. This is a great moment. The last No Kings rally was a great moment. We've had a lot of good moments over the last 6 months where people are showing up and getting fed up, and those moments are becoming bigger and bigger turnout. But a moment will not save us from fascism. A moment won't stop this. A moment will not do it. It's got to be a movement. And I think that's what we're working towards, is that movement.
And you know, Jolly, I can't even I mean 100%. That's what me and Michael preach every single day. That it's not about one thing. It's about a movement. It's about doing. It's like going to war. When you go to war, and so I'm not going to tell you, obviously, somebody that serves our country, but so even layman terms, even people like us understand. You don't just go and throw one bomb. There's a coordinated attack. You do bombing. You do people on the ground. You do people on land, sea, whatever, media attacks, disinformation attack. It's a full out type of event, and that's what MAGA was all about. That's what MAGA is. They go when I go out there, they attack in every different angle. And you're 100% right. This is a great moment, but it's a moment. We need a movement. We need more of this moment. But the good thing I do hear that I spoke to my son earlier, Jolly, and what he told me on the street, he was also reporting on the street, and he said
Right,
that
he
you know
was.
what, this time around, there was more independent conservatives out there. It wasn't just, and that's what I wanted to ask you about. Did you see? Because usually all of these are echo chambers. That's what I scream about. I'm like, we need to get out of the echo chamber. We need to reach out to the other side, and make sure that that's the only way we're going to be able to get wins in the next elections. And are you seeing the same thing? In these marches, were
Yes.
there people from? Tell me about it, brother.
No, 100%. There's been a bit of a phenomenon lately. Obviously, people coming to me on the street all the time. Jolly, I follow you. Can I take a picture with you? Da-da-da. But as of late, and especially today at this rally, they've been saying one little thing different that I started noticing. It really stood out to me. They say, "Hey, I just started following you last week. I just started following you 3 days ago. I just started following you yesterday." A lot of people have been saying this. I'm like, wow, this is like this phenomenon of new followers. So I started asking back, did you just find me, or did I come on feed? And you know what I'm hearing? It's people like 5 different people told me this today. Well, the truth be told, I've always been kind of in the middle. I don't really get big in politics. I keep politics off my social media. But then now they're like, fuck that. Because people are realizing silence is compliance. People are realizing that the middle of the road is where fascism finds a home. People are realizing that neutrality is the death of democracy.
Jolly and I on our
have to get involved.
Jolly and I on our Friday shows, we always talk about apathy. We always talk about being so tired that you just throw your hands up and you give up. Apathy, laziness, these, just numbness, which is something that a lot of people are right now. They're numb to the chaos. They just want to be able to breathe, to take a second and say, it's a beautiful day here in Manhattan, October 18th. The sun was shining. It's like 77 degrees. People just want to walk. They just want to be safe. They just want to enjoy a beautiful October day while they still can. But you can't, because you wake up to the crazy, to the chaos every single day. And then just when you're so tired, you want to throw your hands up in the air. What ends up happening? They turn around and there's more shit that comes at us. And the more shit that keeps coming at us, you're like, oh my God, somebody stop the noise. Here's the problem. The second that you allow that to happen, they win. And we will never let that happen. Jolly, Lev, myself. By the way, to those of you, because Jolly taught me this, by the way, that little circular box up top that has our names in it, by all means, please click on that. You'll be able to subscribe to Jolly, to Lev, to myself. Please cross-subscribe. Make sure that you stay connected to the community, because things are going to start to really ramp up and heat up as we start to now wind down under a year before these midterms elections.
Well, you know what? I want to touch on. I think it's extremely important, Jolly. I think leading into what you've been talking about, the movement, what me and Michael talk about, movement. Speaking to Jessica, I think what you guys are doing is right on, and we're going to be part of it. We're going to talk about behind the scenes. I think this is an incredible part of the movement. Me and Michael talk about this all the time, also, and Malcolm. That we need to, like, today was great. But today's a moment, it's all over. Can you imagine we get 2-3 million people into Washington, D.C., and shut down Washington, D.C., and shut down everything down peacefully, normally, with our voices, by just putting a flood of people with what I think is the objective of what you guys are trying to do on November 22nd. Am I correct, Jolly? I think we lost Jolly there for a second.
I don't think he liked your question. Hey, Lev, until Jolly ends up bringing his his service back. What are you hearing on the inside? Because you always have everything plugged right in. I'm hearing some very, very interesting things. First, somebody has said to me that Trump didn't want to be in D.C. because, as Jolly just said, it's like a sea of people walking down in front of and walking past the White House. He did not want to see it, so he left at, of course, our expense, and he ended up going to Mar-a-Lago. Jolly, go ahead. Do you have an answer for Lev?
I don't know if you can hear me because my shit's. I don't know what's going on.
We
Bro.
hear you now.
We got you back. We got you.
Okay, so the question was, can you repeat it? Oh yeah, you said you're going to join us on the 22nd. It's got to be a movement. What was the end of your question? I apologize.
I mean, it wasn't even so much a question; it's so much more. I think what you guys are doing on the 22nd. I think this, by bringing in, trying to get a coalition of 2-3 million people into Washington, D.C. to really make it. That's where you make a difference. It becomes more than just a moment. It becomes an actual part of a movement and an action that will take place. That will get to be that you then will get a reaction. But it's part of an actual that will make some sort of change. Then, am I correct in that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's really got to be a sustained effort. You cannot. I didn't think as I said, show up one day. These one day things are great. Don't get me wrong; they have their place in the world. It reminds people that we give a fuck. Okay? It reminds people that you're not alone. It reminds people that you're willing to fight. I'm gonna say one thing really quick. Like everybody is kind of sitting around and waiting on somebody to be the superhero. I get a lot of people coming to me and say, "Yeah, you're a superhero. You're saying enough for all of it." And while I appreciate the sentiment, I always say, "Stop. I'm not a superhero. I'm just a guy. And if you don't do me, I know you think I'm fighting for you. Yeah, but I actually need you to fight. Right? I need to fight the sex. I get the. I know everybody has somebody's favorite, so that everybody doesn't have to do something. But the tone, the stark reality here is everybody does have to be. Superheroes, right, are people that do extraordinary things during extraordinary time. And all of us can be that superhero. Listen, courage doesn't mean doing something because you're not afraid. Courage means being afraid and still fucking doing it. And so I know it sounds scary to join us on November 22nd and say we're not going home and get toughed out. And I'm not saying scary. But if enough people do it, the power of the people is bringing people in power. And so we have to deliver that message that there's no superhero that's going to come save us. No superhero.
Yeah, it's
gotta
funny
say
that you say that because I spoke about this just the other day, where I turn in my Substack actually, when I said the real fight doesn't start today. It starts tomorrow after all of the hoopla dies down, the hashtag, all the Instagram and YouTube and Substack videos. That's when the real fight starts. When this all ends, and at the end of the day, I'm with you, Jolly. Except I didn't want to ever say anything, but I am a superhero. I come from a different planet. Yeah.
We need you right now, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be human for a second.
Yeah.
But I've been out here since August 25th doing this 7 days a week. 7 days a week. I've been here since August 25th on a rotating shift, trying to keep a pit running for 24 hours a day. We go to every protest in D.C. We are always in D.C. We go throughout the city. We fly our flag. We call them First Amendment rides. We talk to We engage with DC residents. We always film the police wherever they are to keep them accountable. We track down ICE and do rapid response to ICE checkpoints. We've been going 7 days a week since August 25th, and it would be a teetotal lie if I told you that it's been easy or that I'm not tired. I just got back from Chicago. I'm about to go to Memphis. I'll be back in Chicago after Memphis and probably off to Portland, then back to DC. It's nonstop. I have no days off. I take no days off because I feel like that's what somebody has to be doing right now. And I have a group of guys doing it with me. I'm appreciative of that. But I'm tired. But despite being tired, I'm going to keep going. But the point I'm saying is there's nothing special about me. I'm as human as everybody else. Anybody could be doing what I'm doing. It's tiring. So all I'm asking is that we all just join together and do it together. Not
But
just me,
but
not just Michael.
here's the
We got to
funny
do it
thing.
together.
You're right. Everybody can be doing it, but they're not. And that's the point that I try to make on a regular basis. While everybody can be doing this, there's not everybody participates in a way that makes them feel comfortable. And that's why communities like this are so important. Communities like this, maybe you don't have the ability like Jolly does to do it 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Or like Lev Parnas and I do. We're here every single day, 7 days a week, whether it's in the street, on these rallies, whether it's our writings, whether it's our lives with people like Jolly, whatever it might be, everybody has to do their part. And if we do that, I promise you, especially based upon the recent surveys, the Gallup poll and so on,
Yes.
that show
Yes.
he is underwater right now. The administration is underwater right now by 57 percent. I mean, that's serious. 57% underwater in negativity. If we could continue to get the message out, I promise you the midterm elections will go the way we need them to go. And not to go because we need to remove Trump or if I hear one more person tell me about impeachment, stop. Stop. This has nothing to do with that. This has to do with ensuring that our tripartite system of government continues. And if it does, we will be in good shape. If it does not, every single thing that you see going on today will multiply and be twice as bad. So it's up to you.
I'm just gonna say this. Yes, but you know me, Michael. I think that there is no reason we shouldn't impeach him right now. There's no reason we shouldn't try to remove him right now. I think we should be trying to do whatever. Again, me and you agree and disagree on that, but I think everything we do, I think everything, allowing him to do, hoping that we're going to have an opportunity to have a free and fair election. We hope, we pray, we're doing everything we can, but that's why I think it's still a chance that we don't. I mean, look at one of the things before Jolly jumped in. You asked me, what am I hearing? Some of the sources. So some of the things I'm hearing inside between us here is that this Venezuela. I mean, like we're literally day to day away from, and it's a strategical part of how he's planning it out, how he wants to use the insurrection law, how they're trying to see, the courts are now what's happening with Portland, with Chicago, with certain things. I mean, the next several weeks are going to be extremely important, and things are happening. And in the meantime, the government shut down. And think about what they're also doing. They're going out there and now, I don't know if it's true or not because not everything Trump says is actual, and I'm trying to find out this reality. But he's walking around saying, we're going to pay ICE. We're going to pay our bill. We're going to pay who we want to pay, basically. Just think about how that loyalty right now. So while the government's shut down, while people are not getting paid, they're going to choose to pay who they want to pay. I mean, we're in very dangerous waters. You know what I'm saying?
Jolly, I'm gonna let you drop because your connection is really sort of muffled from all the folks that are around. Thank you, brother. Please do me a big favor. You stay safe, my brother. All right. and let's start figuring out when we're going to be able to get back into our hard truths. I miss those conversations, and I know so does the audience.
100%.
And I may even come out. I may even come down to DC.
Yeah, let me know when you do.
To spend a day with you and walk around. How's that?
Let me know when you do. We'll make it happen. I appreciate you having me on. And you said stay safe. I'm going to say something I've been telling everybody. We can't be safe until we're free. Stay fucking free. I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you, my brother. You
Jolly. Take care.
Such a good dude.
Yeah. No, really, really good dude. I mean, they're, out there fighting the good fight out there every day. No, absolutely.
You know what? We have Golden Dawn, who's one of our subscribers here. I'm going to invite. She's there in I think, where does she say? In Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia. Golden Dawn, if you're there, join us. Join us on here. So I'm very curious to see how things are going in Virginia. And by the way, folks, if you happen to be at a rally right now and you're watching this, and love for you to let us know, we'll bring you up too. I want to see. There's 2,500 plus of these rallies going on. I saw how big New York was. I've seen now, thanks to Jessica, how big LA is. We've seen how big that DC is, thanks to Jolly Good Ginger. We're seeing this. I'd like to see it in the various different places. So let us know.
Yeah, and guys, those of you that know Kat, give Kat. I know everybody keeps saying Kat's marching live in Houston. Reach out to her. I sent her a DM already. If you guys send her a DM, let her know.
Golden Dawn, if you're there, let's go. Accept
the invite. Come up here. We'd love to see what's going on in Houston. Actually, we did something with Kat last time on the last rally. So absolutely, guys, DM her, let her know. Michael will bring her up, let her come in here. In the meantime, anybody else out there right now, either rallying or just came back from a rally or is going to a rally, and you want to talk about
I want to see I want to see the folks that are at the rally. I want to see the crowds. I don't want to hear from Fox News or OAN or Newsmax or or News Nation, that piece of shit station, right? I don't want to listen to them turn around and say, yeah, they said it was 150,000 people over there, but there was really maybe like 12,000, 8,000. I get more people when I go to Radio City Music Hall.
Absolutely.
So yeah, let's see who else is there at a rally right now that's joining us, and let me know. And by all means, again, if you're a subscriber of mine, please make sure that you subscribe to Lev and to Jessica, and also to Jolly Ginger. If you are a Jolly or a Jessica or a Lev, just cross-pollinate. How about that? That's the word of the day. Cross-pollinate.
Why don't you bring Nick up? Nick has been casting a ton of rallies. Nick, you in here? You want to come up while we're waiting? Nick Paro, Nick? Michael,
I see his stuff. He constantly posts shit on my platform. Every day I see Nick's stuff. Where is he?
Bring him up. He just said there. He's up here, right there. Bring him up.
I don't see him.
Nick's a great patriot. Actually, he's also a vet, and he's out there trying doing a lot.
Oh, there you go. Where is he?
Nick, say something or bring
something in the write a message. Say
I'm here. Write a message so Michael can bring you up.
Yeah.
There he is.
Well, I don't see anything because, like I said, everything with this app is just slow.
You're going to see it now. He just said here.
All right.
There he goes again. There he goes again.
I haven't gotten it yet. I'm still lagging behind.
You're lagging behind. Yeah, you're going to see it coming up.
All right. As soon as I do, Nick, I'll bring you right on up. Nope. Still no. Still no. Still no. Still no. Nope. Nope.
And I'll tell you while we're waiting for that, but
people are still saying, "Hey, Jolly." I mean, that's just how far back that I am.
But think about it, and that's one of the problems I've been having when I've been doing my paid subscriber lives, and some of the live because of the lag, it's difficult to have a conversation sometimes because when you have a lot of people come on there and people start talking, it starts lagging, and it's like you're like always at least 5 minutes, 7 minutes you're behind. So sometimes all of a sudden you get great questions. So we definitely Substack needs to figure out. I don't know if it's an app, if it's or if it's our personal, I don't know, our Wi-Fi, whatever it is. But something has to be figured out because the lag is difficult to have these normal. You still don't see him. Let me send you his what's it called?
It wouldn't make a difference. I can't do it that way, Lev.
Oh, you can't do it that way.
No.
Oh. Let me see here. Nick, why don't you just type a couple of times? Just say hi, send it, hi, send it, hi, send it. Do three times, Nick. Something like that. This way he'll do. Because there's a lot of people on right now. We actually have over 3,000 people, so that's why. There he goes, perfect. You're not seeing it.
It's amazing that you're seeing it and I'm not. And I'm
right now you definitely have to say, Nick, he just did ABC.
Okay, well, so far, nope. Right now I'm up to I'm up to somebody saying sushi and Teresa. I mean, this has got to be from 5 minutes ago still. I've never seen anything like this. That's how bad that this shit is lagging.
Try to see. Can you hit there's a little arrow on your phone, hit your phone right now, and then a little arrow doesn't come up to take you all the way to the bottom. Do you see that or no?
Nope, it doesn't exist. I'm I'm at the bottom of where I'm supposed to be, but unfortunately, it is again lagging.
Well, it'll come up. All
right, when it comes up, I'll grab them.
Right. While we're waiting for Nick to come up, we could, talk about Michael. There's a lot of other things that are happening. Well, the reason why we're having No King's Day is because of what is transpiring. Just think about what happened this literally on Friday between, again, President Zelensky coming to the Oval while Donald Trump, Oh, there he goes again. I can't believe
I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck on Cheyenne with 5 hearts, just to give you an idea how far back this thing is.
Wow.
And it's not even moving. It's not even moving. It's been on Cheyenne for more than a minute. It's unbelievable. I hate when this shit. Oh, there it goes. Now, Mary. This is just absolutely nuts. It's like, now I'm Jody. This is nuts.
Yeah.
It really makes doing these things on this app very, very difficult, but it's a great app.
It's a great community. It's a great, app. But one of the things I did, I started expanding a little bit on Substack, right? Not Substack. It's Substack is home, but on YouTube also to try to get the word out. I know you're on there also, but it's you're dealing with a lot of psyops right now, with a lot of bots coming in, with a lot of fake accounts, with a lot of it's crazy how they try to shut up our voices. And that's why the more and more, while we're waiting for Nick, I could tell you guys this, the number one thing right now is today, on a day like No King's Day, is getting out the voices, making sure the unification, to make sure that we carry out, just like Jolly said, we can't let it be just another day. We can't go back to pretending like, okay, it was great to have the media cycle one day, all these people came out, great, la-di-da-di. We have to have the movement keep going. We have to keep the message going. We have to keep, the media attention on what's
Would you
important.
believe his thing just popped up? So I just invited him.
Oh, wow.
It just popped up. That's how far back. This is Nick Arrow. Everybody.
Hey, what's up, brother? Nick's another
Michael, it's nice to meet you.
Just like Jolly. Nick, tell Michael a little bit about yourself, a little bit, so people know who you are, a little bit about yourself, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Farrow. I'm a U.S. Army vet. I went to Afghanistan in 2016. I worked as a software engineer for a long time after I got out of the army. And lost my job a couple months ago in the second set of layoffs I've ever gone through. Only in tech that I've ever lost my job, but it got me on here. I started writing poetry. And so I have my publication, Sick of This Shit, or Sick of This Shit Publications.
You and Michael got along.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick of a lot of the shit that's going on these days. And I started a small media company in conjunction with Lawrence Winterman and Frederick Pogue called Banner and Backbone Media. And we just ran a 3.5 hour special for No Kings. And I've gotten to meet Lev and Zev and Dean quite a few times now, and it's been awesome to grow this community. So it's really great to meet you, Michael.
Well, the same. So we have a few things in common. In 1974, I was in the Boy Scouts. That lasted approximately 2 days, and then I was asked to leave the Boy Scouts. Yeah, no. So yeah, at least we have that. I promised to do my duty for God and country.
Yeah.
And
Don't listen to him, Nate.
as I said to them, I finished it off with the old Baruchas Yutochas. All right, and they said, "Man,
Boy,
you can
hey.
leave now." Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, we got the Judaism in common too.
There you go.
There you go. But Nick, let me ask you, because of one
Yeah.
thing you just said, like you've done a 3-hour basically stream of what was going on. Give us an update.
First of all, tell us
Where-
where are you at,
Yeah.
and which rally did you attend?
Yeah, so I'm out of Arkansas. I'm
Oh.
in the Northwest Arkansas area. I'm a transplant into this area. I was in Washington State for a long time and grew up in Vermont. I didn't get the chance to go out to a rally today because I feel like shit. And I was not going to get other people around me sick. And my wife feels like shit, and we've got kids, and we had to have someone home that was kind of okay. And so I wasn't able to get out myself, but I had friends who were in multiple rallies, both in the Northwest Arkansas area.
And what did they tell you? Like, what was the size of the rally?
Yeah.
Where your friends were at? Who was the speaker?
Yeah.
Give us some of the particulars.
Yeah. So we started the day with Stephanie Wilson. She has a podcast called Freedom Over Fascism. She's out of Lexington, Massachusetts area. And they had a speaker who came out. It was probably a couple hundred people who were sitting around it, if not more at the time. At the first of the rally, this was early in the morning, they had a speaker come out. His name was Reggie Gibson. He's a poet laureate of Massachusetts, and he gave an incredible speech today. We had folks in Sherrod Swaney, who's director of Centered America in St. Louis, Missouri, doing live reporting on the street, and he was estimating anywhere between 10 and 20,000 that he thinks may have been in the area in downtown St. Louis. So I'm at least thinking on minimum around 10,000 in St. Louis, if not more, just from the size of the protest that he was at. We had a friend, Shane Urich, of the Firebrand Project and Banner and Backbone, who was out in San Diego, who that protest, he was saying, was probably 45 minutes long of a march. And when he left from the march, after going all the way down, there were still people coming out of the entry point. So he wasn't even sure, but that's definitely over the 10 to 20,000 that are in a smaller city. We had Ellie Leonard come on, give a little bit about the protest she was at in New Jersey, which was a bit smaller one. And I forget who spoke at that. We also did a lot of the recasting of the streams from No Kings and their webpage. So we finished it out with Raphael Warnock, senator out of Atlanta, showing on the screen. We highlighted the Bernie speech and some of the earlier speeches from No Kings that were in DC and New York. And so we've been streaming and catching where we can. We had Kat's live stream on ours for a little while she was at the speeches. And so we've been trying to get smaller streams in there and show actual cities. I've had pictures come in from all the way from Vermont to Arkansas, and the rallies are in the hundreds to closer to thousands in between Vermont and Arkansas, from what I've seen, and that's for red states. That's
I
impressive
was
for a
going to
small
say,
area.
Arkansas is a red state.
Arkansas is red.
Are very red, right? So to even get any protest, going there, and I think that's another indicator that it's not just Democrats that are tired of the bullshit that's going on. I think it's just like we spoke to Jolly, just like my son told me earlier that in Washington D.C. that they're seeing the people come up to them, not only Democrats or on the left, but people that are conservative in the middle are coming out today on No King's Day and making their voices be heard and are standing up with solidarity against, basically what we should all agree upon. It shouldn't even be that anti-fascism that is not a criminal or a terrorist organization. Anti-fascism is an ideology that we all of us should agree on, that we should not, and that's why, it's extremely important that we're seeing, even if it might not be huge, but we're seeing the slight interjection and, and the unification. That's why, why me and Michael have this platform, and that's why we keep talking about the same thing all the time. And that's why what Jolly said today was extremely, extremely important to part of what we talk about is we need to keep it going. We need the movement to keep. We can't just have a great day. Like, think about it. Right now, we have over 3,000 people on here watching. Great. And that's because today is No Kings. We should have right now over 100,000 people watching, because we should have over 1 million people. We need to grow. The quicker we
Okay,
grow,
so in order to bring a few people more to this platform, and again, if you're a subscriber to any of us, hitting that Chiron up top, it makes it very easy. But I'm a little tired of being humble, because apparently my former boss is out there bragging that he stopped 8 wars in 10 months. Okay?
48.
8. Like he's the Forrest Gump of foreign policy. All right. He basically just wanders into conflicts and accidentally fixes them. Well, again, I stopped 10. I stopped 10 wars. All right. And mine are actually more believable. All right. About 6 weeks ago, I stopped the bagel war of Queens. I did.
That's impressive.
That's pretty. That's it.
Thank you very much. There were 2 delis. There was one everything bagel left.
Well, I'm
2
sorry to interrupt
customers
you.
were fighting. I stepped in and I said, gentlemen, there's enough schmear for everyone to go around. Boom. Peace accord signed in cream cheese. In cream cheese. No
The
lie.
cream cheese
Just
accord.
cream cheese. All right. And if you think that was impressive, no, don't stop me, Lev. All right. Because I'm on a fucking roll here. All right. How about the war on the Wi-Fi at Trump Tower? Trump was concerned that the router was spying on him for Obama. And I told him, no, it was just buffering. Boom. War averted.
Wow. That
Wow,
was a good
power
one.
right there.
2 days ago, 2 days ago, the great Melania rebellion of 2025, she barricaded herself behind the bedroom door with Barron and a Birkin bag. I negotiated a truce. All right. Cost me my last shred of dignity, but boom. That's 3. That's 3 in under 2.5 months. I could talk to you about the Battle of the Mar-a-Lago buffet. I can go on forever and tell you about my 10, but I am too humble for it. And so let me be very clear. While he stopped 8, I stopped 10. The difference is mine didn't involve Putin. It didn't involve any photo ops or nuclear codes. I did it the quiet way.
Did you get a kava bag full of money?
He did it my way. Michael Cohen did it my way. He did it
Just
I just want to say
I did it my way.
I could tell you this much. We actually, Michael, I don't know if you know Noelle Dunphy.
I do.
Noelle is also just texting me. She wanted to come. I don't know if she's on here, if she's protesting somewhere, if you want to bring her up, if she wants to talk also. But I can tell you, I was just taking a look at actually what some of the pictures they're showing, the early pictures of San Francisco and Los Angeles. I think we're going to get some record numbers out there. Those numbers are the crowds, the people there are looking.
When I resolved that issue with Melania in the Battle of the Mar-a-Lago, in the background, I had my little Franco in there. My friend,
I'll say it.
that's right. I did it
this
my
was
way.
a good way to get some laughs out.
So who did you want me to bring
Yeah.
in? Noelle Dunphy?
She wanted. I think she has something to say. She just texted me. I don't know
All
where
right. So Nick, I'm going to say
Nick.
goodbye to you. Thank you.
Nick, thanks for coming, Nick.
Yeah, thanks for inviting
Thank
me.
you,
Keep
and
doing
thank
what
you
you're
for your
doing, brother.
service to the
Keep fighting.
country.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
both. Michael, I'd love to come and talk to you sometime and have you on
Anytime.
my show. Awesome.
Anytime you
Thanks.
want.
Lev, I'll talk to you again soon too.
Take care, Nick.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye. Thanks, y'all.
All righty. I know Noelle. Let's see if
While Michael gets Noelle, just so I'll introduce her to give you an idea. Noelle Dunphy is the lady that has sued Rudy Giuliani for all the sexual and solicit activities and that he put her through while he was her boss. I met Noelle at the same time Rudy met Noelle. I know Noelle very well. I was supposed to be part of her lawsuit to help, to validate a lot of stuff that she went through with Rudy. She's still, I think, in a lawsuit with him. But the interesting part of Noelle's story, besides the nastiness that he put her through and all the unfortunate stuff she had to suffer through, but Rudy gave Noelle access to all of his emails. His emails in between Donald Trump, between me, between a lot of people that Rudy was dealing with, over 20,000 emails. Noelle also happened to have recorded Rudy. She has plenty of tape recordings of Rudy Giuliani saying a lot of different nasty stuff, a lot of stuff that I don't know if this is a PG or rated R or X station today, Michael. So I don't know. I don't know what we
we're
can.
always E. By the way, I invited Noelle. So Noelle, if you're there, just hit the accept on the button. This is always E for explicit in our raw and unfiltered. It is just that, raw and unfiltered.
Let me just send her.
Why is she not picking up? I hate when people do that.
I don't know. I just said, are we on the same? Did she just? Are we on the? I guess we're on the same email chain because I don't know. I just responded to her. I think you got. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Hey, Noelle.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Lev. How are you?
It's been a while. I haven't spoken to you in a bit. It's been like a day or two.
I've been talking for 7 years. I haven't spoken to anyone, I feel like, in 7 years.
Wow. So tell us, which rally did you attend?
Well, I live in New York, but unfortunately, I was not at the Times Square exciting one. I am staying in Palm Beach on the island, being, Donald Trump's neighbor, right down the block from Mar-a-Lago. And I'm in a town that is one of the only city halls in all of America that did not have a No Kings rally today. The city hall in Palm Beach, absolutely nothing going on. I went over there. It's only in West Palm, Palm Beach Gardens, and then down in Boca. So I drove down to Boca. Lev, I guess I came closer to where you live. And yeah, so I'm down in Boca now. The rally ended.
It was really hot. So it was different than the rallies up in New York. It was great. It was inspiring. A lot of people showed up with signs. They predicted 2,400 people would come today, scheduled 10 a.m. this morning. So when I got there, people were leaving. I got there late, but I saw all the signs and various friends of mine posted on.
What's all that background noise?
I don't have any background noise.
Lev, maybe it's you.
No, it's not me. Right away, blame Lev. I love it. I love it.
Blame Lev, right? Who went to jail? Blame Lev.
Right? No, Rudy used to do the same shit right away. When Lev. If Rudy wanted to get away from something, it was blame Lev on some shit.
I think I said to the FBI, why are you always blaming Lev? What about the real criminals? And you're all blaming Lev for everything? And Michael Cohen goes to jail, Lev Parnas goes to jail. Those are the only two that were criminals, really?
Yeah, go figure. So what did you? So there was absolutely none there in Palm Beach. That's true. That's truly incredible. So in other words,
See, I don't know if our president put a kibosh on anything happening in the city hall on Palm Beach Island, but West Palm, yes, rally in West Palm, and then a little north of Palm Beach Gardens, was a rally. And then, like I said, apologies for my my phone. I drove south, like I was saying, to Boca Raton and did it there. And it's funny because as soon as you, Michael, and you, Lev, invited me to come on air right now, my computer crashed. Like my computer did not want me to talk to either of you.
which is very good because then it means that my FBI, my Secret Service, and my CIA are doing the right job. They're doing it. Noel, there's no way that you're going to get to me. No chance.
But we don't.
I keep using my trusty iPhone. I managed to bypass my computer, but I apologize if the audio and video and the angles are not as nice as on my laptop. I'm making do from my little home here, and it's
so crazy. The lag is so behind. I'm only getting right now. Thank you, Nick.
I told you. I'm so.
It's so crazy. But what I do want to say, Michael, you know what we should do? We should get Noel onto one of our Unleashed shows, regulars, figure out, because I think Noel has so much interesting stuff having to do with Rudy and some stories.
Yeah, Noel and I have spoken plenty of times in the past.
But I think Noel's ready to open up some of those.
Really spoken.
Are you, Noel? Are you ready? Noel, are you ready to let us listen to some of those recordings?
Pardon? Am I ready to release some recordings? Yeah, I mean, I need to do it because AI is getting so good, and the only possible excuse that could be said is like, oh, she made those tapes up, and I want them all released because they're real tapes, and I don't want them being released after AI has gotten so good that they can't tell the reals from the fakes, because I want everyone
or once Rudy's gone. I mean he's not a spring chicken, Noel. I'm saying to you, you gotta release the tapes well Trump, we could do something with it. I mean, Michael, let's talk offline about this, but maybe we could do a special and go into this, because some of those tapes, there's some shit there that folks you won't believe your ears when you hear.
Disgusting. The things he says about Jewish people, the things he says about women, the things he says about black people, or the blacks, or some other N words and various words that I would never say. And then the Jewish words he says, disgusting. I mean, Arabs, French people, he insults everyone on these tapes. It's just shocking. But I mean, Michael, you and you, Lev, you guys knew Rudy so well that I'm sure it doesn't.
I know a little too well.
I'm going to be honest with you. Lev was close with Rudy. I was never a fan of Rudy's. I wasn't a fan of his when he was our mayor up until 9/11. And then I would say he did a very decent and a fair job in dealing with that. But I never liked him when he would come to the office on a rare occasion to see Trump. I never made myself available. I never liked Rudy. He wanted me to join him to go into business with him in terms of consulting. I said no. Lev was there when
that's how he got me.
You could have been one of the other Giuliani partners of Giuliani Partners LLC.
Yeah.
Could have been you, Lev, me, a few other people, all the women trying to have sex with while trying to make them a partner. One.
Yeah, I never cared. I never cared for Rudy, and I never will. But Noel, we'll talk offline, and we'll figure something out here.
Well, keep up the good work, guys. You guys are great. I tuned in to your Substack today. Thanks, and good night.
Thank you, Dom. Thank you. Well, let me say this, Lev. A very interesting hour or so with our Substack family, with this community. I'm going to say something that you hear Lev and I and Malcolm and Joe Walsh and Jolly and Don Lemon and everybody turn around and say, I cannot overemphasize the importance of this community. I can't. And again, if you are a subscriber to any of the folks that joined us, please do me a big favor. Make sure that you subscribe, you cross-pollinate, make sure that you stay notified when we go live. One of the things that is extremely important is this upcoming election. I cannot overemphasize the importance of the House or the Senate, or God willing, both going Democrat, because if that does not happen, I shudder to think on the damage that will be done to our Constitution, to our constitutional rights. The stuff that you see right now will pale in comparison. So please make sure to share these Substacks with various friends and family and neighbors. And I don't care if you share it with your postman. Make sure that everybody who cares about the future of this country join us in this journey. It is not an easy journey by any stretch of the imagination. So we need your help organically. We've grown, but with your help, we will grow at a level that even impresses us. So, Lev, let you take us out.
Absolutely. I mean, after that, Mike, I mean, that was so perfectly said, but I just want to add to it, say that, listen, that the most important thing that me and Michael, why we're here, is to be able to tell you stuff that you're not going to hear anywhere else, not on the media, not unless they report it after speaking to us. We are truly insiders. We're not journalists. We're not reporters. We are people that live this life, still know people in this life, know how the system works, and are trying to spread the message. But we need you to be our megaphone. We need you to be an extension. One of the things, the beauty of Substack that I've been learning, also a way that you can help us grow our community, is when you get the email from our notification of either the emails that we work so hard to write to you, the letters to give you inside scoop of stuff that's going on, or the videos that we do right now that later on we release to you that come into your email box. What you need to do is and share with all your emails. Send it to each and everyone. Just send it down to it doesn't matter if they're Republicans or Democrats or independents, because the message is for everybody. Don't worry about what, and that's the important part that we're asking you, is to share the message. And for those of you that can, to be able to support our movement, for us to be able to continue giving all this free content, to be a paid subscriber. Because without the paid subscribers, we don't have we don't have the Elon Musk. There's nobody in this party right now stepping up and writing a check and saying, Michael and Lev, we want you to do this nonstop. We want you to risk your lives, your freedom, your families, to be able to save our democracy. And you know what? We're going to write this check. Go and do it. That's what they did with Charlie Kirk. That's what they did with Benny Johnson. I was there. Candace Owens. I saw this all play out. Unfortunately, we don't have that here on this side. What we have is you, our supporters, our family, our community, which is now the resistance. So please, on a day like today, October 18th, No King's Day, I'm asking humbly each and every one of you to go out there. If you have not subscribed yet, become a subscriber. If you can, become a paid subscriber. If you can, go out there and spread the word far and wide, because everybody needs to do something. And that's why on that word, I'm going to say, God bless you guys. And I want you to have a wonderful weekend for the rest of your weekend with your loved ones, with your family, and take a little time off. Shut that TV down. And you know what? Take a little time for your own self, because mental health is extremely important, especially with what we're dealing every single day.
Lev, great to see you. Thank you. By the way, I'm lagging so far behind. How many folks do we have with us today?
It's grown, but I think we have over 3,500.
Okay, mine shows 2,300. So that just gives you an idea on how far back there's the ones that Nick just sent to me. That's how far back. And again, my friends, as Lev just said, thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. The fight, it starts now. It starts when this is all over. We can't hashtag ourselves out of this mess. It's our physical presence. It's our presence that is going to end up doing what we need to do to ensure, again, that the midterm elections go the right way. So thank you. And we will see each and every one of you tomorrow and the day after and the day after. And ultimately, until we put together and we finish that scenario in DC, where we bring millions and millions of people there. So I expect all of you to be there as well. Thank you, and God bless.
God bless. Take care.
And where am I going on here? And let me also just say one last thing to those of you that were asking about the book. If you want to end up getting your copy of Revenge, just text me, DM me here, tell me, and I will then respond back to you, tell you how you can get your copy. Which, by the way, is extremely prescient for all the nonsense, the bullshit, the crap that you're hearing going on every single day. That's the book right there. If you want it, I only have a few of these left. I think there's like 280 left so far. These are the limited signed edition ones. If you want your copy, just DM me and I'll tell you how to get it. Other than that, as I said, again, please do me a favor. If you subscribe to me, please subscribe to Lev, to Jolly, to Jessica, to Noel. Subscribe to us all, cross-pollinate. And once again, thank you.